So as of late, I've been taken to watch a certain creator. It's Westside Tyler, and his channel has been growing leaps and bounds over the last year or so. And I realized something that is different from a lot of the bigger online leftist creators that um, permeate this space. This motherfucker's actually had a job and actually went outside and touched grass and actually interacted with people and been an adult. Now, recently, his content has been called into questions about his journalistic ethics, which I just think is the people that's calling into question are just perpetually online children that have no idea what journalism actually is. They think internet conjecture about exposed videos is journalism. And they have no idea about what journalism is. They just know, ooh, you're not supposed to be biased. Ooh, you're supposed to be objective. No, that's what stenographers are. But like, yeah, journalists have an angle that they're gonna cover. And mostly it's because a lot of these people protect these online creators who, quite frankly, are starting to rub people the wrong fucking way. I know, shock, peaky two face that online creators that claim to be on the left are just trying to build their own motherfucking brand and ego. I wonder where we've gotten that from. And it's okay. It's okay. Look, I'm a leftist. I have leftist beliefs, and I'm trying to create my own brand and trying to get people to like and subscribe. And also, you can throw in a super chat or a super thanks. It helps out the channel and it helps me grow to be a better creator. So yeah, that's a thing. But let's go to this more recent video. I say more recent, but it's a recent video. Let's get this clown off the way. But let's go.
I get they're gonna latch onto Poltroon as a transler. They'll latch onto any. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. You can't give them an inch because they'll latch onto anything. They'll latch onto fucking anything. They don't care. That's because that's what they want. They're sticky. They're sticky.
So here's the thing, and like, I'm gonna say this. I kind of had an issue where, at first, when the whole Caffles exposed video came out, he not defended it. He said like a lot of the shit was right, but most people knew about it, and he kind of dismissed the criticism that came out. But now, with all of this is coming out on the left about how they protect people that shouldn't be protected, and how they keep secrets or hold shit for months on end just to use as a expose or drop a nuke. I don't know if he'll change his tune about it. However, this, cabal that's on the big, popular, noticeable people on the online left, they just tend to try to protect their ego. They try to protect the group and they try to protect the quote unquote cause. But no, they're just protecting their friends. And the fact is, they will use anything to protect their cause. Are you too mean? Are you too this? Are you too that? You're mean to this one person, so you must be phobic this way. You don't like this person, so this person is a representation of a monolith of a group that you're talking shit about. And we're just seeing this on the online left. It's no different from some of the shit that happens on the online right. How conservatives like the Daily Wire to the motherfucking Blaze TV would just like protect the whole group to show forced unity, but they're really just want to cut each other's throats. But let's go.
Sticky cowards. That's why they are poltroons. They're little cowardly fucking dipshits. They're scared of facing the facts. Literally. Like, does nobody find it strange that that entire subsection had of the internet, her community and the kind of communities that feed into and out of it, had like
at this point he's talking about Demon Mama's community. This is before he dropped the hey, she exploited her editor, and her partner likes to look at baby boy dicks.
The anti-work, but anti-work wasn't like anti-boss. It was people thinking that they just shouldn't provide anything to society and society should provide for them. Like, what in the fuck is that? And then you say that and you have to contend with some fucking idiot talking about how they have fibromyalgia or some shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you or your fibromyalgia. If you're fucking handicapped and you can't go outside and you can't work and you can't talk about anything, try shutting the fuck up and learning a hobby while adults are having conversations.
All right, so what is this? And again, I watch different sources. So Chug Logic said these are the bed blobs. There are so many people right now. I admit, I am not doing shit but doing videos or trying to like do classes for my business, because this YouTube shit, my art, this is what I'm trying to turn into a business. I have been off of work for the last 7-8 weeks. But you know what I'm trying to do? I'm still trying to contribute to society. I'm taking a hobby that I have to try to earn money. But these motherfuckers who think that, no, I can't go outside because I'm anxious. You know what? Cool. Start having that motherfucking ability. Start having that, it's hard for me to work right now. After you work 20 years outside of just whining about shit. I'm sorry. I have been working consistently since I was 21, and my first job was at 16, and then I had other jobs when I wasn't at school. These people, when the online left, they've had like little pissant jobs where they didn't really have to take care of themselves. They were working themselves through college. When it came to your livelihood depending on not sitting just in front of a camera and complaining how, I don't want to work. This is irritating. This is fucking irritating. We had Hasanabi who complained, I had a sales job once and I wasn't tired. Bitch, you worked for your uncle trying to sell ads. It was different from an actual sales job. I've worked in customer service. I've had to make sure not only that I answer a customer's issue, go over their bill, and then in the end try to sell them something. That's not a real sales job, Hassan. A lot of these online people are just children. There's children that got popular really easy, really quickly. And then they use their minority status as a way to guilt you into giving them money to support them. And then tell you who the enemy is. Not to think. Not to worry about trying to develop other principles and things to try to further your understanding of what you believe is socialism. Just don't think. Just hate the other people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go.
About why some able-bodied person with a little bit of depression thinks it's okay to get fat and go on disability because they get sad sometimes. Like, I need to fix this individual. They're wasting their fucking time on Earth being a slob. I don't like slobs. Who likes slobs? I'm the one doing the work that you're not doing. That's me. That's the people I grew up with. And when you fucking slobs, you fucking slovenly fucks, get out there and start like, oh, people shouldn't have to work. Everyone that's already at a job that day hates you.
This is true. I mean, like, I can't argue with that. There are so many people that have to sit back and deal with the fact that so many of these people are just like, it's not even that they can't work. It's just that working makes them feel icky. And you mean I have to get up before noon on a Monday? Oh my God. And a Tuesday and a Wednesday? Oh my God. Why can't I just stay asleep until like 2 p.m.? It irritates me. It irritates me. Because these people have no drive. It's not even that they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything but sit on a string during working hours and listen to somebody who complains about America bad. Not, hey, these are the things that we can do to actually fix the country because our country's around was founded on the principle of trying to be better. No, America bad. And then they wonder why the right has a lock on normal people. Normal people. Normal people who would just think like, dude, I have to do this job. I have to work. And you're complaining that nobody should work. Then how did you get your motherfucking DoorDash? Because I can guarantee you, a lot of these people, they want not to have to work. They want to have their DoorDash and they want to have all these comforts of life. Who you think works to make sure your internet is working? And I don't just mean the technicians, but the people that identify that there may be a problem in the area. So you can sit up online and say, huh, well, America bad. Because I'm just morally right. And I don't have to think about any of the consequences of the actions that I prescribe or want or think that I want. But let's continue.
Hates you justifiably. Because it's so hard for me to have to work shit. And I know that's not, some people have legitimate disabilities. I have disabilities. I literally do. I literally am a disabled person. I don't let it dominate my life, and I'm fortunate that it doesn't fuck up what I use to talk onto the internet. I'm lucky that way. Privilege! But, like, there's also people who are just malingerers. It's just a term. They're malingerers. And these communities attract them, foster that mentality, and then are protective of them, even though they provide literally nothing but negativity. I destroy them in my community. I don't permit that. I fixed a few people. They show up and they're all fucking downer about stuff. I don't permit that. Because I've had...
So, how many times can you say... I mean, like, outside of the red pill community, how many times do you say a leftist has actually helped somebody's life get better? And I'm not talking about, like, donations. Like, if you're in a bad spot, you need a donation through a fundraiser. Like, that's different. But help change your mentality to grow, to learn, to become better. How many times have you heard people say, I want to start a community network, but haven't done anything to do it besides open up a fucking Discord server? I want to make sure that we have a community garden. Bitch, what are pictures of your plants? Even motherfucking Xander Hall. I want to make sure I start a quail farm. What is that going to do for other people? As a matter of fact, have you done it yet? I know I have convention admissions bar because literally I try to go to art conventions and speak with people and talk with people and sell my products. But so many of these people, they say community network and they don't do shit besides open a Discord servers and cause rumors about people. But let's go.
Jobs. I've had to work. And if you're like that here on the internet, you're probably like that at work too. Shut the fuck up. It sucks. Enjoy the suck. Embrace the rock, Sisyphus. This is your lot in life. And then, only then, once you've succeeded, then you can start trying to change everything. But like, I am completely divorced from systems. I don't get up out of bed. I don't do shit, but I'm completely able to. You know what I mean? I'm going for my 17th fucking degree. Stop. Just accept your lot in life and be valuable to society and help everyone else lift the rocks that are around you, okay? We need workers. If you're a worker that doesn't work, you're a liability to the rest of us because we pick up the slack. When I talk about workers, my first concern are people that have done the work. It starts with elderly people who can no longer work anymore. They're my biggest concern always in my heart. Someone who has put fucking 50, 60 years of labor into these systems that generations have savored the fruits of, that is forced to stand and bag groceries, that man should be permitted a long, comfortable, and gainful rest.
So, ironically enough, we have somebody in the Discord server, Joe. Joe he just retired. But he deserved retirement years ago. Right now, my mother, she's like 62. And I'm just waiting for her to hit the age where she can retire and just be like, yeah, I'm done. I don't get it. So many of these people, what's up, Archer? And so many of these people on the left are okay with just being fucking bed blobs. And I know I say it. I know I harp this shit. And a lot of them is just because they're able-bodied. A lot of them are just, well, I don't want to have any conflict because I don't want to be I don't know how to deal with conflict, and I can't block you in real life like pressing the mute button. Or, my mommy and daddy take care of me. They give me an allowance, and with this allowance, I can give hundreds of dollars a month, a year, thousands of dollars to streamers because they said something that made me feel good. And I'm just like, no. They're amping you up to motherfucking just be angry and sit on the stream for 3-4 hours. God damn. And then you see some of the shit that they working is feeding into the capitalist system. Bitch, do you have socialism right now? Do you have a co-op? Do you have do you even have a fucking union? Like, let's be honest. Unions are a right-wing version of worker togetherness. But some of these people don't even have that. And they whine and complain that the system is bad. Bitch, do you participate in the system? But you got motherfuckers who work 30, 40, 50 years still serving you. And you have the right to complain. You feel that you have a right to complain. Oh, I don't want to work. I don't feel like this is like, damn. And the thing about that, and I will say this, even that shit was cowardly because they let some cowardly shit in their association with that. And then the motherfuckers, the machine took over. And even those in the machine was weak as shit. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, they said they had something about me saying something bad. Well, then fight their ass like you want the other Democrats to. But I don't want to be associated with it if it's going to hurt it. Fuck, Bill Clinton got blowjobs in motherfucking office and it didn't hurt his career. Be Bill Clinton, shit. Oh, God. All right. And you know what? Here, total tangent. A lot of these online leftist streamer people, they were complaining. I will say it. I don't think the Democrats should have tried to push Biden off of the ticket. I will say it. Not because I'm some big Biden fan, even though the policies that he accomplished in office, no online leftists will give him credit for because it didn't go far enough. But the fact that it was a relatively uneventful transference to get Kamala Harris the president nomination, what would happen if they would have just blew up the Democratic Party? Like some people were. Jank one of them. Jank wanted them to fight at the Democratic National Convention. But the fact that it is important to beat Donald Trump, I would have elected a corpse before I would elect Donald Trump again. These online leftist communities have no idea of how to run politics because they think if you do politics, you're playing a game and you're going to be corrupted. They have no idea. Instead of building up a class of politicians, a class of people that will go in and affect how Congress runs, affect the senatorial races, and then also affect the presidential. I wanted Bernie. It takes at least 6 to 8 years to run for the presidency. You want to know how I know? Because you have to put your name out there. You have to let people know. And some of these people are so fucking disgusting that up until 2 months ago, they hated Gavin McInnes. But no, Gavin McInnes should take over. This person, that person to take over. Like the fucking cowards they are. Because as soon as somebody else would have came in, oh, they're not left enough. So boo-hoo. Let's go.
It shouldn't have been that hard for him to get there. My honor to an old person is to try to prevent the next generation of old people and the generation of young people from before me from living in an undignified way. And having to hear people that refuse to help the rest of us, that refuse to stand and lift with the rest of the workers, just sit on their fucking thrones and piss and shit and give away their fucking parents' monies and donos and stuff. They disgust me. And they should disgust themselves most of all. If you have an issue, I don't care. That's not, talk to whoever can fix it. If I can help you fix it, then tell me.
So here's the thing about that, and I'm gonna say this. And this is something I've come to on my own. So this is a Bryant theory. This is a Crimson theory. The whole, participation trophy, the whole everybody gets a ribbon. One of those things that is not the problem of the child, is originally not the problem of the child, is the fact that people, it's a capitalism thing. It's a capitalism thing. It's the customer's always right. How dare you? You know my child participated in this. I paid my money. I deserve to have some recognition of the fact that I paid my money. Now, of course, people want to keep that money flowing. So what do? It's not the kids wanting a participation trophy. Because if you hear kids say, oh, no, I want to win. They may not have that killer instinct. They may not have that, oh, I want to win at all costs. That's bred into them by the parents. Or should I say, beaten into them by the parents. But that of win at all costs and destroy your enemies is a bad imitation of the Coleman quote. It comes to the parents of always wanted to, I spend my money, I want something to show. I want something to show that I spent my money. My child is a champion. My child is a winner. My child is special. My child is better than all these other kids because it's my child. And that eventually rubs off on the kids. And right now, most of the top streamers, most of the streamers that you getting hundreds of dollars of donuts, they are those kids that feel because they're just performing, they should deserve all of this money, all of this love. And the people that's giving them money, they're still the same reflection of the same coin. Because you're feeding me the fact that I can feel hatred of these people that I don't like. You're feeding me all these things that I want to hear. So here, take my money. Yeah, of course. It's not even, that wasn't even the principle of the line of the customer's always right. The principle of the line was that, hey, the customer spends their money with you. Their decisions about how they spend their money dictate how your business is doing. But don't, by no means that means you should cater to every customer's whim. And people misconstrue that. But let's continue.
If you need me to adjust something, let me know. I will help you. I will fucking pick a fucking wheelchair person up and carry them up the stairs if they need. I will fucking hold a towel so that nobody can see them doing sick ass fucking arm stands up. I'll fucking try to go get a dope ass tray from a fucking kitchen so they can slide down the handrails. I will help them. I will help people up. I will not ever slow myself or another movement down so that we can match your lesser speed because it makes you feel bad how good everyone else looks because you are being fucking lazy. And I think these communities are full of these people. Packed fucking full of them. And you will never reach the working class people that you think you're a part of when you're not fucking working.
So true. So true. For these people that sit back and say, I'm the workers of the world. Okay, when the last time you promoted, participated in a meeting that was outside of Discord? What? You don't? You change you put a flag in your bio for motherfucking Twitter or X. Wow, that's such hard work. But I have depression. Welcome to the fucking club. Imagine working for 20 years of your life and still not feeling that you can take time off because you feel fucking sick. Workers should have better rates. What have you done to actually increase that? Have you voted? What you said electoralism is bad, but you voted for it, right? You voted for the politician in the primary to make sure that workers get better rights. You didn't? Then what fucking use to me are you except your self-important, morally superior ass. Let's continue.
I have been in the labor market since I was 14 years old. My first job was at Kroger. I think I made $4.25 an hour bagging groceries and mopping floors. Then I worked at Media Play. Then I worked in the Marines for 4 years. Then I got out of that and I was at the same time for 4 years a college student, sometimes a fucking back of house guy at Chipotle, multiple different bars. I was a bar back and a bouncer, and I was also a student journalist, and then I was also a real journalist working.
But I worked at a coffee shop for 6 months and somebody said something to hurt my feelings. And what kills me is a lot of these people that are in the community or these streamers, except for the really, really big streamers, have never lived on their own or have had to support a fucking family and everything that comes along with. But let's continue.
In a series of different fucking co-ops and shit, or whatever you call them, internships. Some of them were unpaid. Then I was a journalist, and then I lost my journalism job. I was a journalist twice. Then I lost that job, and I fucking went and got another job immediately because I can't stand not working. It fucking kills me. It kills me to not be productive. And so I got a fucking job installing aftermarket car parts at car dealerships for under the table $12 an hour money.
Shit, that's rough, buddy. Okay. So for about 8 months in my working career, I worked for U-Haul. Now, I know some of these people wouldn't know what U-Haul is, except for, because they don't even go outside, so they don't see the trucks. At about that time that some of these people, when their mom and dad divorced, it was that orange and white truck that came and got your dad's stuff when he moved away to a different other part of the suburbs. But I used to actually be under vehicles, actually putting hitches on vehicles. Now, I was in a warm garage, but yeah, it still was during the winter. And then when you had to start up some diesel trucks every day, because they're diesel trucks, and I'm currently in the Chicagoland area, that's not fun. Or when the lot has 4 inches of snow in it and it's a Saturday and people need to move. Or, better yet, when you have the day off on a Sunday and one of your employees doesn't come in and you have to just get in and go to work. Yeah. These are hard jobs. But let's continue.
A fucking 2 hour out and 2 hour back drive across the fucking whatever that goddamn long ass fucking bridge and tunnel is in Hampton Roads to fucking Virginia Beach. That cocksucking fucking thing. Then I got another journalism job. Then that job fell through. I came to fucking Louisville with my wife, and I worked as a night security guard forever until I decided to start my own company and try to do other things with my actual talents. And now I'm finally fucking here. And the second people are like, oh yeah, well, if this all falls through, you can get a job at McDonald's. I will run that McDonald's in a fucking week. You think work is a threat to me? I love work.
You know what was funny to me is, and I think I said it on a video before, a lot of these leftist streamers, especially when they feel that somebody doesn't deserve their platform, and this is like the disconnect that a lot of these people don't get. When somebody doesn't deserve their platform and they need to get off the internet and they need to delete their channel, the threat that they say, you need to go get a real job, go to work at McDonald's or something like that. These leftists who literally dog on regular jobs. This person needs to go get a real job, as if that is a punishment worse than the most deepest, darkest pits of hell. Unbelievably, they say this to people unironically because they want to burn the bridge. Never mind that they're quote unquote supposed to be socialists. And what did Marx say? That a job gives purpose, gives focus. But they use career ending shit and you use the threat of having to get a real job as some sort of punishment. How do they connect to workers when they act like this?
I'm not doing the things. Those are fucking government jobs for money and taxes. When I'm not doing that, I'm fucking working on my house. I do carpentry. I fucking do drywall. Is that a lot for some people? Sure. But here's the thing. Fucking go out and do stuff. Like, learn. You are running out of time.
Ironically, I know I said I had an uneventful weekend, but did you know this weekend I actually repaired the stairs? A stair. Ooh, I think I actually have pictures with it. Hold on. I think I can find it. Let me see if I can actually find it. Um, Here it is. I literally had to cut the wood at Home Depot. There it goes. After I cut it, that's the actual stair I replaced. I replaced the kick plate and the actual stair. Now I had some help cutting the actual stair, but I cut it a little bit short, or a little bit short on the side. But this was my weekend. Saturday I got the shit that I needed, and yeah, I replaced the stair. Now, how many of these people can actually say they fucking did something like this, or they take the time to do something like this? My 17-year-old daughter, who is aggressively a nerd when it comes to stage management, literally was like, "Oh yeah, you need to do this, and that on the stair, and and not only that, but next time the other parts that needs to be replaced, I'm gonna bring some standard because you don't want to just white stairs." And I'm just like, "Yeah, stop trying to show off, kid." But still, a lot of these people that sit back in these live streams every day would gasp at something like that. But let's continue.
You are running out of time. And any community that permits this slovenly, self-absorbed, pants-shitting bullshit is going to be destroyed. I will fucking destroy you. Because I know you don't have the fucking balls to get up and try to fucking better yourself. Do not come in my cup. Do not come before me. Do not.
He has cast the gauntlet down for the war. Yeah. Has cast the gauntlet down for the war. Awesome.
Not come to my community and think that we are going to fucking try to lift you up when you can't even do the first thing. If the second I see your pinky move and you start pushing yourself up, I will put my hand under yours and I will do everything in my fucking power to get you onto your own 2 feet. Everything. I will lift you up once you start doing the work. But people that are fucking out, I can't. Oh, I just can't. Oh, people shouldn't have to work this much. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we do. Okay. Fucking spoiled 21-year-old, 22-year-old people. I know women that have had fucking 3 jobs and a kid. 3 jobs and a kid. They just never stop working. It's constant. In the kitchen, at an office, doing some fucking dropping off shit. Working for Uber Eats, working for fucking Lyft, working for this, that, and a kid.
So here's the thing. These people who are in the, like, I know exactly why my community doesn't grow like I wanted to and things of that nature and all that other good shit. I know that most of my audience are literally at work or dealing with work or dealing with the after effects of work. The people I want to reach out to, the older millennials to mid millennials, the people that actually have jobs that after a long days of work that don't want to sit for 3-4 hours motherfucking watching YouTube, watching Twitch. I know that's my audience. That's why I do the live streams plus I do the videos out. Because I know my audience quite literally have better shit to do than sit around midday just watching YouTube. Hell, I am sick. I am still recovering from heart failure. And I have found myself still want to do shit. Still want to go to classes, as I said before, to learn how to get my business off the ground. But how many of these motherfuckers would actually develop a business and actually do the hard work of actually trying to do things like get grants, make grant proposals, just even filling out certain things about business licenses or trying to learn how they can go to businesses in other states How many of these people in this community like that? Well, I'm going to do art and I'm going to just put it on the internet and I'm going to hope that people like it on the internet. No! Every time I go to a convention and I see these people that literally come from different states, that come from different parts of even the same area, I put more credit on them than people that just sit on the internet and expect to just put their commissions out there. But let's continue.
If I hear somebody complaining about work and you have an able body, okay, understand that in my mind, when I think of hard work, I'm getting fucking choked up. I think of like people that I've seen bringing their kids to go sit in a fucking restaurant and do their homework. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that's like? That shit's fucking real, man. That's like on the ground. And it's fucking embarrassing for those people sometimes. It's humiliating. My kid can't go to like some nice after school program. I don't have money for a fucking babysitter. I have to pick my child up from fucking whatever middle school in front of their friends. Their friends talk shit. Their friends joke. I'm in my fucking Arby's uniform because I got to go take my kid to Arby's because that's my second shift today. And they're going to go sit at a fucking table and do their homework. And they're the nicest kid ever. Maybe they're not. But they're the nicest kid ever. They sit there and they fucking wait for me to get off shift 4 or 5 hours later. I'm raising my kid at Arby's. Because if I stop, I lose my apartment. That is fucking working class. Those are my priority individuals.
And it's funny to me where, and you guys will hear me say this, a lot of this is just suburban shit. A lot of this is just like, I live in the suburbs, so I've never had to deal with some of this shit. And I don't mean like the poor or dirty suburbs, because those are just as bad as the city sometimes. But it's these people that just like, I hate cops. And cops are actually shit. Cops are actually bullshit. But the people that say ACAB the most are these hoity-toity, living in the suburbs that never had to deal with constantly getting stopped by the cops. I mean, like, come on now. And I'm going to use suburbs from my area. You live in Naperville. The most cops stop you and say, hey, you're going a little bit faster. I think you should. And sometimes it's a black thing. Sometimes black people in the suburbs get it. But a lot of times, no, they fucking don't. I was literally stopped in a fucked up ass Equinox that was 2007 in 2019. Like, no, it was 2017. And the cop says, hey, your license plate is expired, but we're not going to give you a ticket because, just breathe. We're gonna. And it was like the fucking nicest motherfucking cop. I still had my locks. I still was kind of looking urban. But they not like Chicago cops. They like, man, the first night I moved my shit from the suburbs to the city, I was stopped by a cop, and they weren't nice about the shit. They were polite, but they weren't nice. And I feel like so many of this is just like, I'm a suburbs kid that I'm trying to be hard. They're the FD. Like I said, time and again, to most, this progressive shit is just a brand. Of course, it's just a brand. Of course, it's just a brand, and it so happened to fit with their identity of oppression. But and I'm gonna say it again. I talk to black people, and one of the things that infuriates me the most is that they want to acknowledge poor white people too, and not in something. Oh, this is just. Oh, you gotta acknowledge white people. Like, no, I'm talking about the people that have just as poor as shit that you have. That, like, and I keep mentioning this. People that live in like some of the worst places in the country, some of the poorest places in the country, they will not acknowledge that shit because they're this group, they're that out group, but they're suffering just the same as you do. As a matter of fact, some of these motherfuckers ain't even racist. They have black friends, not a black friends. They have black friends that live in the poorest part of the country as they do. But some of these motherfuckers will not acknowledge that, people have it just as bad as they do. And it's not to say like, oh, you be sad at the poor white person. It's like, no, be sad at the poor person that is struggling as much as you do. Work with them mothers. Work with the motherfuckers that you're trying to actually be other workers. But no, it's about aesthetics and how people are ontologically evil. Nobody is like Marshall Mathers. That motherfucker is sick in the head and actually enjoys it. But yeah, of course.
75 bagging groceries, you can barely fucking walk? No. Having to raise your kid at a fucking Arby's? No. No. And I don't judge those people for a second. I know what that's like. I have fucking relatives that are like that. That's working class issues to me. This fucking bullshit is beyond the pale. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. I fucking despise these communities. That's why I'm getting hot under the collar. This is a joke to them. They have an opportunity to create real change. And they're trying to convince people out of electoralism, whatever they fucking, their imagined definition of shit. They're putting at risk worse hours for these people because of some distant conflict that is the only thing they can fucking think about. Oh my God, I went to college today and all I can think about is Israel, Palestine. Bitch, you went to fucking college today? You went to fucking college today? That's crazy. You put your college career at risk going to protest? What's it like being that fucking privileged?
Okay. All right, check this out. And I know I'm gonna get heat from this because I'm supposedly a leftist. Check this out, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Both sides have blood on their hands, and it didn't start in 2023. The fact that people won't acknowledge this shit is fucking unbelievable to me. The fact that you're not mad at the British and the French for causing this current situation in most of the Middle East and Africa, y'all, like, if you want to go back to see who struck first, talk to the British, the French, and the Portuguese. Talk to them. Oh, you're going to draw lines in the sand based on the property we claim. But you're going to put clans and groups of people that don't really like each other in the same area because reasons. Those savages will learn how to just live under our rule and do what we say. I know the Portuguese and the Spanish was in South America. I mean, like, you know. Yeah, I know. I know. You're ruining the joke now. But still. It was one of those things where it's just like all of these sides have blood on their hands. And of course, you know, BB and not Yahoo. I mean, like, it's a blood feud for him. Like, people forget that, like, his brother was killed as one of the during those terrorist Olympics. During the terrorist attack during the Olympics in the 1970s, I believe. So it's a blood feud for him. He's just insane because it's a blood feud. It's like the Shimigani and the Quincy's. And he's running around like Yuhabak around here. I know. That, you know, allegories to the actual. Okay, never mind. But still, you're upset about that. Worried about countries a hemisphere away that truly don't really give a fuck about your opinions, don't give a fuck about your protests. You want the world to change because you're upset, but you can't take your time to go down and vote for the nearest dog catcher because they don't push the magic socialism button. Your local dog chest, I'm not even going to use your local dog catcher. Your local county commissioner who has more effect on your life and how you want to be governed and the way things should be governed. You don't want to do anything to change that. But you want to tell the big bad man to stop bombing people because it's not right. The big bad man that has its own country and its own citizens to worry about. That doesn't give a flying fuck about your opinions. That doesn't really give a flying fuck about the president's opinion. Because they have a country that they have to answer to. But when it comes to taking yourself down to vote, or not even taking yourself down to vote, mailing in a ballot, going to request a ballot through the mail to make sure that you can control who is the commissioner of your county. That's too hard. If I do that, that's going to validate the system. I don't want... The system is already validated. Your moral compulsion to join or not join. They don't care. What they care about is votes. What they listen to is votes. What they care about is the people that says, I'm going to vote for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brianna Joy Gray is just trash. Just trash. Because people like that, again, only care about their own personal brand and nothing else. Oh, they didn't come to our special online Zoom meeting, so I'm mad. Just like Jimmy Dore. Exactly. But let's continue.
Trying to fucking talk to other people on the internet. You don't know what your privilege is. I saw so many demon mamas fucking dog shit their fucking community saying, telling somebody to work for 8 hours and then take a bus across town to vote is peak privilege. Like, you don't even know what peak privilege is because you only said 8 hours. Do you know how many people fought and died, beaten, humiliated, hung in their own fucking neighborhoods, fucking just literally attacked, to still work 16-hour shifts and still walk across town through fucking parts of the city that would kill them if they didn't go in a fucking group to vote? Do you know what I'm talking?
But Tyler, did you know Martin Luther King said white liberals? But Tyler, did you know Malcolm X said by any means possible? So we're gonna do it. Anything's possible by sitting in our dorm rooms or sitting in our mother's and father's house and complaining online that, reasons. Let's continue.
Talking about, I don't have to fucking bring. Do you know how fucking hard it was for people to get the right to vote? And you're gonna talk about it was 8 hours and you can't fucking make it? Shut the fuck up, pussy. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You're not in my movement. Who the fuck are you working for? Who are you working with, you fucking op? You weak piece of shit. Fuck you. Oh, I think we should do something else. Oh yeah, fight me for it. Fight me for the fucking privilege.
Cool. Do something else. Vote and do something else. That's simple. Cool. You don't even have to go across town. You can mail in your ballot. You can request for a mail-in ballot. It's fucking easy. I've done it twice. Wait. Let me see if I Hold on. I think I got it still. Hold on. Where is it at? I don't know if I still got it. $2020. That's 2021. That's 2021. God damn it! I don't got the picture still. But I literally put up a picture of me mailing off my ballot in 2020. It's easy. It is super easy. The fact is, some of these people just don't want to do it is recognition that they're not serious about change. They're not serious about change at all. The only thing they care about is, well, I am right morally. The fact that there are so many Americans who can vote but don't want to is fucking wild. I know that there are many who who struggle, but that no, it's just the indifference to the fact that the system can change. And I'm sorry, we have enough people to actually change the system. But let's continue.
Motherfuck, I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. They're in the way. It's crazy. That's the worst thing about fucking the internet. I found out all these other people had the same thoughts as me. Working class is fucked. People are fucking with the working class. Fucking kids flipping over fucking glasses of water. Some lady's on her fucking, 10th hour of a fucking waitress shift, flipping over glasses of water with a fucking 2% tip in it. Not tipping. Having long conversations about, well, I don't know if you understand this, but as a working class person, I don't know if tipping is actually good. I don't want to support the tipping industry. Like, bitch, tip your fucking waitress. You know what I tip? 20%. Every time. I don't make that much money. I tip 20% every time. Because I'm not paying them for the quality of the food or the service. I'm paying them to give me the shit at all. Because they're not making that.
So one of the things that I've actually come to, wow, and like even if I don't get 20%, I try to get at least 15%, depending on the amount of my meal and what I have in my pocket. Now, help me out with this. I'm gonna get real close up for this. So before I had to do a change in my diet, like going to breakfast places and getting a country fried steak. And one of the things about the country fried steak is that a lot of places it comes with gravy, sausage gravy, which I detest. And the fact that I tell people specifically that, hey, don't put the sausage gravy on my country fried steak. And like, I know that the server actually says this to the cook, but sometimes I can see they put it on there and scrape it off and then refry it. Is that the service problem? No. Because I saw the server actually write it down and put it in the system. And probably like 5-6 years ago, not even more than that, 7 to 9 years ago, I would have blamed the server. But now, the servers didn't do it. Why should I punish them? If I have any issue, I bring it up with the manager. When it's really egregious, I bring it up with the manager. But the server did their job. They checked on me, and when I asked for them stuff, I got service. But so many of these people was like, oh, you shouldn't have to tip. You're goddamn right, you shouldn't have to tip. So, what politician have you tried to get elected that's going to make the motherfucking restaurant owners pay the servers more money? You haven't? Because that's participating in the system, that's giving validation to the system? Fuck you.
You know what they do? They go and spend that money on other working people. Good for everyone. Grows the economy. Fucking literally divorced from working class issues. And it was always fun when I was like, when does the joke end? When does the real shit start? And then I was like, okay, progressive victory is gonna fucking maybe that's a good idea. Okay, I see you doing some like real world shit. And then I see the kind of people that they're trying to fucking like connect to working class issues, and I'm only freaked the fuck out. Like, your fucking little bugbear personal issues are probably rough, and we can hold a lot of things, but there's some serious shit fucking happening right now. Like people are living lives of deprivation and humiliation in the working class in America, the richest nation on earth. Deprivation and humiliation, no dignity. And I have to hear this shit. And it's like, oh, but well, you're being mean. Yeah, it's working class. All I can tell you is it's working class frustration. I see people complain about money, complain about work, complain about pay, complain about this, and they don't know any of the systems at all. And all I can think back is one of the worst days I ever fucking had because it started raining. It started raining while I was under a fucking like a Toyota fucking Tundra. I was under a Toyota Tundra. You ever been? You know what a car dealership looks like if you're not from America?
Let's tell the story, but I can always tell it's gonna be bad. I've had some shit jobs before. Customer service is my most recent job that I'm taking a leave from. But yeah, working outside. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go.
Okay, it's a gigantic fucking building. It's probably had 6 logos on it. And they're always sort of on a corner of a pull-in, and there's always a big car on the corner. I was on the big corner car, which is a used Toyota Tundra, and it was fucking Virginia, in like February or some shit, and it started raining while I was on the ground underneath it, and I didn't have like a tarp that was thick enough to lay on and keep my body heat, and I had to hold a flashlight in my mouth while I was putting the bolts of this side runner step up on. I was listening to Joe Rogan at the time. It took me like 2 hours to finish that job in the dark in a rainstorm. Freezing, shivering the whole time, but I had to finish it because if you don't finish it, I don't get paid. You know what I mean? I don't get paid if I don't finish it. That was the job I could get. That's the job I did. And like, I think of that and I get filled full of hate.
I have to burn the bridge. Like, damn, it's okay. Just not like a motherfucker, but to cut the cord and keep pushing. Not just to cut the cord and keep pushing, but you pushed him off the cliff into a pit of spikes that cuts him and then rolls him into a pit of alligators after they've been cut. And afterwards, the sharks swim underneath that, so fucking and eat the chunks. Yeah, no, exactly the point. I think I've covered it enough, so I guess you guys know my feelings about this video. But no, like, this is an interesting creator, and as Vegeta pointed out, yeah, he sounds insane, and I don't know, some insanity is actually good. I mean, like, who doesn't talk to the voices? Shut up. No, okay, I'm joking. But no, I would love to see this war with on the online left, the particular types that I despise, and see this coming up. So just like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, we'll cut this clip here. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters and my Twitch subscribers. Join the Guardians, become a member, or become a subscriber on YouTube, Patreon, and help support the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and the next one should be popping up on your screen. Subscribe, and if you haven't checked it out and want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. Thanks.